Fantastic job. Now create a second field yourself, this time a larger one, fit for 5 workers. Oh, that's why there's only 2. Choose the crop you want to grow. The crop list contains estimated harvest yields and preferred temperatures to help you make a good choice. Turn off machine mode, turn on manual mode, and start ploughing. Right, so I guess let's go right ahead and do that. So that's between 3 and 6 workers. 0.048 hectares, going to cost 2,500. Boom. We are waiting for the harvest from the field. This is a good time for you to learn about the details of the field window. Shall I tell you? Yes, please. Click on the field to open the field window. Hover the cursor over the image of the plant to see the conditions it needs. Below you will see the growth status, the dimensions of the field, and the maximum number of workers. So I'm guessing he wants me to look at this one. So it's a multi-harvest crop. It's perennial. Kind of feel like maybe that's asking me to do that a little bit early. So the growth status must be this bar here. The dimensions of the field, yeah. And the maximum number of workers, 2 of 2. Yeah, okay. I get it. Oh, we can see the process as well. So cultivation is currently in progress, followed by pH fertilization, nitrogen fertilization, fertilizing, planting, spraying, watering, and then finally harvesting. We'll get bonuses here, it looks like, from Stu. Yes, I agree. The menus have had a very nice touch of polish. The UI does look very clear. There's an awful lot of information here, but it's not it's still intuitive, which is good. It's not sort of overwhelming, which is great, because farming can be quite complex. So the reason why we don't know what sort of bonus we're going to get for the nitrogen levels is because we haven't done, or my staff haven't done, a nitrogen test yet. So we're going to get 100% bonus for the humidity, for the temperature. Bonus depends on crop rotation. It's the first crop, so that's probably fine. Soil class and pH value. So these 3 things will come as we work further down this list, which is kind of cool. All right, so this one, we're going to do this one ourselves. We're going to pick what we're going to have. A multi-harvest crop. Something similar to gooseberry, but not gooseberry. I like grass. I've always liked grass because we can feed animals with grass, but it doesn't necessarily make us a lot of profit. Having said that, that's going to bring us not too dissimilar a profit from gooseberries, just on being grass. And if we can give it to animals, then we could be away. That coffee looks awfully red. Didn't realise coffee was red. So what have we got? Let's have a look through. We got blackcurrant, calabash. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. Coffee, gooseberry, grass, guava, pitaya, passion fruit, kiwi, pomegranate, prickly pear. Wow. Raspberries. Raspberries might be a good shout. Although the profit could be good. Red beans, red peppers, spinach, tomato, tea, and strawberry. Now hang on a minute. Tea. 90-day growth time, pH value. So I think our pH value is a bit too high for that. But as an Englishman, I would probably like to pick tea. I'm going to guess our pH value something in the region of 6 and about 90 nitrogen. So we want it nice and wet. That's got too much nitrogen. That's too high nitrogen. Too high. Might be nice if we had some sort of filter here to help knock down the number of options we've got based on the information we have. So raspberries sort of fall into the correct category. So we must have more nitrogen than I was expecting, because, well, I don't know actually. Let's have a look and see if they've checked the nitrogen over here yet. No, still not. We still don't know what they are. Alright, well I'm going to go for... raspberries. Because they're quite simple and straightforward. So the fact that I've picked that now, does that mean it's now being worked on? There's more here. No machine, right, so we've got to turn that off and turn that on. Here they do. Here they come. No. Ploughing in progress, it says, so it's started. Here they come. Alright, good. Right, speed that up a little bit. See what the raspberries look like. I'm quite interested to see what the actual plant themselves look like. I want them to look pretty crisp and pretty unique.
Nitrogen, pH levels, etc.
I think that's probably what we're going to have to do, Stu. Yeah, I think there must be a way of making a soil sample. So I mean, obviously here they've done nitrogen fertilization. What that means exactly, I don't know. They've done the same with the pH fertilization, but I don't know what the pH value is or the nitrogen level is. I thought when they did these, we might get a reading. So perhaps there's a tool that I need to buy, or I need to employ somebody to come and do that for us. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. So the gooseberries, quite small. Very far apart. I'd have expected at least 3 runs of gooseberries down there, but never mind. We'll see what the raspberries look like. Oh, hello. Manual sprayers.
You will need to sample soil for nitrogen and pH. It will be available later in campaign.
Ah, there you go. Thank you very much for clarifying. So I guess it's going to sort of hold my hand and show me how to do all this stuff. So right now, oh, this is interesting. So the bonus is going to be, it's not a fixed value. It's going to be dynamic based on how much rain we get and what the temperature is. So we could have, theoretically, perhaps the Sim Farm viewer can clarify for us, but perhaps you're going to have good years and bad years. Maybe not every year is going to be exactly the same amount of waterfall. Maybe you'll have a bit of a drought year and you're going to have to sort of cope with that. I don't know if that's part of the game or not, but it would be interesting if it were. In the meantime, we'll just have to sort of play it by ear and figure it out as we go, sort of thing. I love watching the characters doing their work. It's very cool indeed. Right, so what are these guys doing now? So they're still spraying. Okay, so spraying took longer than a day or a shift. So it's either the 2nd of the 5th or the 5th of the 2nd. Oh yeah, it's the 3rd of the 5th now. So there's still not like a night and day cycle that I can see.
Yes, weather is a little randomized, so yield will vary in every harvest.
It will. Ah, that's fantastic news. Great stuff. Thank you for clarifying. Have they finished spraying yet? They have just finished spraying. Now, theoretically, if it's raining, which it is, surely watering is kind of being done itself. So it'd be interesting to see if they come and water it after it's rained. In my head, that would make it oversaturated, but hey. What are these guys doing? Still cultivating. Wow. The sooner we get a tractor in here, the better. This could all be done in such a short space of time. I hope they still got the greenhouses and stuff. I used to love building the greenhouses. They look fantastic. Right, they're going back to the house. And everybody's resting by the looks of things. Good time for a coffee. So these guys are now fertilizing by hand. And now they'll be planting, spraying, watering, and then harvesting. Oh, I can see the soil parameters here. So survey soil to unlock. So that's something that's currently locked. I see it now. So the soil class we don't know. The nitrogen levels we don't know. And the pH value we don't know. But we can set desired levels. And I guess they will try and maintain those levels in that field on our behalf. No doubt at a cost of some sort. Oh, look at this. The price of gooseberries has dropped. Splendid. Well, that's jolly good news. Oh, man. Oh, that's our current account. Okay, that's not so bad. So we bought all of this stuff. Now, previously, we had to sort of buy these things in individually. It kind of feels like, unless it's just part of the sort of tutorial element, it's all being purchased by somebody on demand. Not entirely sure how that's working at this moment in time. Oh, hello. Something needs to happen over here and we've got no people. Oh, it was at this one. So the gooseberries are looking pretty good. So I can tweak the humidity. Oh, I see. So we're in the watering stage right now. And I just want to keep a humidity value of 74%. But because it's raining all the time, They don't need to water it, so that's kind of cool. They're going to come out and water something now. I know they're spraying this one. There we go. So we're currently at... Oh, this is crop rotation. Okay, so last was nothing. Current is this. Next is going to be the same. Okay, the fertilizer we've chosen is a chemical fertilizer. There's no active pump. Training is required for the irrigation system. So that's something that will come before. And we're going to spray for anti-insect, antifungal, and anti-weed spray. So that's obviously not going to qualify as organic. We may have completely different challenges if we pick an organic field in terms of how we're going to fertilize it and how we're going to deal with fungus and stuff like that. How are these gooseberries doing? So we're a little way off harvesting. Condition is somewhere between 72 and 99%, so that's pretty good. No penalties as yet. 6 days left of growing. So somewhere around about the 10th, that should be ready. That's got 88 days left of growing. Okay. So these guys have come out and they're giving it a little bit of watering. Just because there's been less rain. just as they go and do that, it starts raining. So this should theoretically go back up again. Or not. Yep, there it goes. But we're still maintaining that 73%. Now, I don't really know what to do with this. Maybe bringing it down can improve or reduce your yield. It's difficult to know, really. I should be ready by tomorrow. Right, there we go. So, it's no warehouse. Okay, that is a problem. Have I turned this guy off for too long? In the work mode section, you can automate manual or machine work. If you choose neither, you will need to personally send workers to the field. Oh, okay, fine. This button will allow you to equip your field with an irrigation system so that you don't have to water it. The button will be available when you go through the irrigation system training when you build a pump next to the field. Okay. If spray pesticides, if you spray pesticides, you will reduce the risk of your field getting afflicted with pests. If you skip spraying, it will save you some time and money. Here you can choose the fertilizer, an artificial or natural, with which you will fertilize the field. Okay, it's supposed to be highlighting stuff. Here you can set up crop rotation. Growing different crops after each other helps to increase your yields. Note that most plants are draining soil from nitrogen, but some are replenishing it. By alternatively growing one and then the other, you can keep the soil in good condition. That's cool. That is cool. Field condition will drop if the plant is grown in a suboptimal environment. The lower the condition, the lower the yield. If the health drops really low, the plants may die. The current... Should I pause that a second? The current humidity of the field is listed here. If you click on the humidity bar, you can change the desired humidity the field will reach after watering. You have the option to force watering immediately outside of the schedule of other work. Below you will find a summary of the factors affecting yields. 100% means the highest possible yield. This could be difficult to achieve. After all, you have no control over the weather, for example, but it's worth striving for. Good to know. Finally, here is the list of jobs that your workers can do in the field. If you haven't allowed automatic work, click on a job to assign workers to it. Okay. So where was the automated thing? Is it that one? So that just automates it. I can turn that off and then I can dictate where they go and when. Okay, that's good to know. Your gooseberry is growing. Build a warehouse to which workers will carry the crops. They will take what they harvest to the nearest warehouse of the appropriate type. Make sure the buildings have road connections and are within range of electric transformers. Okay. So I'm going to build a warehouse. Oh, it's quite large, but perfectly fits there. Look at that. Right. So we may be in a bit of trouble here because the warehouse has to build before they can harvest it. So, slight mistake on my part. But at least it'll be ready for the raspberries. Doesn't look like they're taking too long. This building's going to be huge. Remember in the first two games, the first warehouse you could build was really quite small, and it filled up rather quickly. It'd be kind of handy if we had a bigger warehouse to start with, if that's what we're going to get. Ah, it's nowhere near as big as that. Made it look like it was going to be. Right, so we have successfully built the warehouse. Soon you will start selling your products. The products go for sale and the products you buy go to the farmer owner's house. Click on it. The farm owner's house does not have products for sale yet. No wonder. The building will work only when you assign a permanent employee to it. Build a house for permanent employees near the house for seasonal employees and make sure it's connected to the road and within range of the electric transformer that you built earlier. Okay, permanent worker building. That's this one. It's quite a bit smaller than the other one. Oh, I see. So I might be able to squeeze it in that gap there. And then we'll slide a little road down there like so. And then that's going to be in range of the transformer, which actually has quite a long range if you look at it. Only when you assign a permanent employee to it. Build a house for permanent employees near the house of seasonal employees. Make sure it's connected to the road and within range of the electric transformer you built earlier. Okay. So it looks like they're going to come and start harvesting the gooseberries. Nope, they've changed their mind. They're going back to the pub. Okay. Where on earth are they going? Or was that it? Did they just do it that quickly?